Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a foundation review from drugstore. This time I decided to go with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer, which is not new to the drugstore but it's new to me. So without further ado, let's start the video. I will be trying the Milani Conceal Perfect 2-in-1 foundation plus concealer. I know I'm late on this foundation to try. As far as I know, it's been out for a while and it has been loved by lots of people. So I decided to try it out and see for myself. This is not going to be a wear test review. I have already tried this foundation a few times and already had recorded it. I will be inserting the clips on my left or right, or maybe do like a flashback to show how it looked on my face throughout the day. I'm back again. I tried to record inside Starbucks. I did a video on what stuff I got, but the music was too loud, so I had to cut in the middle of it. Back to my review for the foundation. As you can see, I checked myself in the mirror and so far I'm really liking it. The foundation claims to be sweat proof. And honestly, I think it is sweat proof because right now it's really hot and humid. I would say it's around your 95-degree Fahrenheit, and my foundation held up pretty well because I applied it like around 12:30, and current time is 6:30, I believe.
6:50.
Sorry, 6:50, almost 7 o'clock. So yeah, I'm really liking this foundation, and my skin is like dry to combination. So, and I set it really well with powder and setting spray, and the foundation held up pretty good. So without further ado, let's start with the tutorial. As far I was reading on the website, the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, it comes in 19 shades, and I got the shade in 7, that's sand, which is medium with neutral undertone. And for my color references, I am MAC NC42. My undertone is neutral. It took me a while to figure out my undertone. So what that means is, with the neutral undertone is like I can pull the warm shades too, and the neutral shades like I can wear, like when I wear the gold or silver, it enhances and it goes with my complexion. I was debating because I was not sure about what undertone means. That's where I did my research and I found out that first of all, when you're going to pick a foundation, you need to find out your shade. And the most important part is to find your undertone. Because if you're getting the wrong undertone, no matter how much you hear about the foundation, this is good for the warm or the cool tone, but if you're using the wrong tone on your face, it will not complement your foundation, will not look good on you. Finally, after all this research and everything, I found out that I am neutral undertone. Back to my foundation. So it claims that it's medium to full coverage, lightweight, oil-free formula, long wearing, water resistance, and sweat proof. As I was trying it earlier, I figured that this foundation is good for oily skin tone, and my skin is dry to combination. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to first prep my face using this Makeup Revolution baking oil that I got from Ulta a few weeks ago. So it's like an oil, and it says it hydrates and prep for flawless makeup application. So the direction it says is apply to clean, dry skin prior to foundation. So it comes like a dropper like this. Honestly, like I got this oil just because my skin gets really dry around my forehead, around around my nose, and this underneath my chin. Like I tend to get like dry patches, and then the foundation, if it's not a glowy like a dewy foundation, if it's a dry foundation, it clings onto it. So I'm going to prep my face using this oil. And honestly, for me, I really like Makeup Revolution. Like so far, all the product that I've used from that brand, it has done good for me. Like I had no issues.
So I'm going to use this foundation all over my face. And then pat it on. You just need a little bit of this oil. Once you do the patting motion, so it's sinking into your skin. Oh, I have already done my eyebrows. That's all I have done. So I think I'm gonna get a little bit more and apply under my chin. Like, it really does, my foundation does cling onto my chin a lot. So I like to hydrate my face really well with this oil. Oh guys, so in the near future, like, I bought a couple of foundations and I will be trying it out on camera, showing you all how it performs onto my skin. So watch out for those videos. And if you want any other foundation for me to try on, please do. You can write it down in my comment box below. I'm going to try the foundation with the sponge. It's already been wet. This is an EcoTool one. So you can use any sponge you would like. Yeah, let me show you the foundation. It's a bottle like that and it has a pump applicator. I'm going to dispense a little bit on the back of my... I'll take 2 shades because I'm going to be doing a full coverage. So as you can see, that's how it looks like. It's a thick consistency. It's not thin at all. So that's good. Okay. So what I'm thinking, I'm going to first start off with the brush and then I will use the sponge to just let it sink or like blend it properly into my skin. So dab a little. I'm going to apply it all over my face in dots. Taking a flat kabuki brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk one. You can use any of your choice. And honestly, do enjoy this foundation. It's nice. And you can, I would say it's a full coverage foundation. It's not medium. Oh, the other day I was at the Sephora and I came across the Huda Beauty foundation and I tried it in store. It honestly gave me a really good coverage. My skin looked really flawless. The only thing that I had issue with was it was clinging onto my dry patches. I didn't end up getting the foundation. I might get it in the future. I'm still thinking about it because that's a very expensive foundation. It's like $40. I was thinking, like, after I got him, like, I'm still thinking about the foundations at the back of my mind, that if I had like put like a hydrating primer, it might work. I will see. So, oh, back to this foundation. As you can see, I got like 2 pumps and it did cover a lot. One thing I noticed about this foundation, you don't have to work too hard with it. Like, it really blends it nicely. Another thing, like, it does not blur the pores. Like, you can still see my pores. So I'm going to go ahead with another pump. And this time I will use the sponge to let it blend into my skin. Like, from the drugstore, I've noticed it's hard to get a foundation. It's like, seriously, like, since they don't have any texture. So first I got the shade 06. I think it was warm sand, I believe. When I came home and I tried it on, my skin was looking too like light, so I had to go back and get the 07, like this shade, and it matched me perfectly. This is the one thing about the drugstore foundation, like, you had to like play it out, like it's like a game to know that if you're getting the right shade or not. I wish the drugstore came out with like testers. Okay, now back to the sponge. We'll just dab it in. Look, it's really giving me a good coverage. Not good, it's giving me a full coverage. And it did cover some of my blemishes. And I'm looking at myself in the monitor. It looks really beautiful. So I'm going to take the rest and drag it. And I always take time with my foundation. Oh, another thing, when you're wearing the foundation, try not to put foundation around under your eye, because that's where you put the concealer, because you don't want to cake on your, like put foundation on top, go on concealer, it will be too much cakey. So it's better leave around that area. Do not put foundation, just use it throughout the face. Just don't put any foundation on that area, because I've noticed in the past, like when I used to put foundation there and then concealer on top, it's to look really like, it's to really crease and get into my fine lines. So I stopped doing that. And if you want more coverage, just go with the corrector first and then on top apply your concealer, and you will get your coverage, and it will hide your dark circles and make your under eye bright. Now I'm going to go ahead with my concealer. I will be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I'm in shade medium 26. To set the concealer, I will be using the sponge. After applying the concealer, I got the full coverage of this foundation, as you can see. Honestly, like how it feels. It does not, like, it does feel a little sticky. I will be back later completing my whole face and tell you my opinion, what I think about this foundation. I'm back with my completed makeup look. If you want to see how I achieved this eye look, I will be linking it on my left or right. It will be somewhere in the screen. So let's talk about the foundation, my thoughts about it. So I think this foundation is very good for oily to combination skin type, because it's oil free and is water resistant and it's sweat proof. But for dry to normal skin type, this foundation is kind of, I'm like a little iffy about that, because as you guys seen earlier that I did hydrate my face by using oil. But if you can see close up, like it is still, like it cling on to my dry patches that's on my under my chin, around my nose area, like it is clinging on to it. And you will see in that clip that I did before, because I did try it on beforehand, I will be inserting that clip too. I did like a vlog style to show you the wear test of the foundation throughout the day. As you will see in that clip, that day the weather was really hot and humid. It was around in your 93 or 95 degrees. It was really humid. So that foundation, like this foundation did work very well that time. I did not sweat, I would say. I did not sweat at all, but it did feel like little sticky and like little greasy. My conclusion about this foundation is like for like dry to combination or normal to dry skin, this will look very good in summer. Like you can pull it, wear it in summer in the humid weather. But in the winter time, like for us kind of like skin type, it will dry a lot, and it will, if you have a dry skin, it will cling on really badly, like as you can see I've shown you. So for oily to combination skin, thumbs up. This foundation will work beautifully. As you can see in camera, and I'm looking at my monitor too, it looks very beautiful, and it's a full coverage foundation, and it did cover a lot of my scarring and pimples. So I have no problem. Like during the summertime, I would be wearing it, but I have to hydrate my skin very well. But winter time, I don't think so I will be wearing this foundation. That's my opinion about the foundation, and I hope you enjoyed my review about this foundation. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you in another video. Bye.